Okay, it's that time again. Time of the week to go through more Amstrad Action reviews. And we're starting for another quiz game. All the excitement of the real thing. So we're up to countdown. Should be awesome fun. Anyway, on to the review. Yet another quiz game from Maxon, who seem to have the rights to every silly game show on television. This one recreates a Channel 4 show, where contestants are tested on their knowledge of words and numbers against the clock. Like their previous games, Blockbusters and Bullseye, it is mostly limited to being a two-player game. The quiz show consists of 9 rounds of play, 6 based on anagrams, 2 on numbers, and 1 on a word puzzle. The game can be played by 2 people, competing against each other, or by one person trying to get a high score. The computer acts as scorer and judge, and can be overruled when it doesn't know a legal word. The 6 rounds based on anagrams are a major part of the game, where most points can be picked up. One of the players has to choose 9 letters, each choice being between a vowel or consonant, but otherwise entirely random. The players are then given 30 seconds to think of the longest word that can be formed from the letters chosen. At the end of 30 seconds, the words have to be typed in and checked against the computer's dictionary. If it doesn't know a word, but the players know it's legal, the computer can be forced to accept it. It sounds like cheating. The player with the longer word gets the point for each letter on it. Both players scoring for equal length words. And if the computer has managed to do better, it will also show you its word. And the one player option, the process is the same, with the most absurd thing being that the computer effectively competes with you but doesn't score for itself. So that you only have a high score challenge. In the numbers game, the player has to choose 6 numbers from 4 rows, one of which has numbers of 25, 50, 75, and 100, and the 3 others contain numbers between 1 and 10. A random number between 100 and 999 is then picked, and the players have to achieve that total using the 6 numbers provided. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division can all be used, and you don't need to use all the 6 numbers again. Again, this has to be done within 30 seconds. At the end, the computer will show you how to do the calculation if you didn't manage it. The final stage is an anagram, which you have to unravel to form a 9-letter word, again within 30-second time limit. All this is fine as a 2-player game, but it has all the limitations of that and the rather absurd situation of a 1-player game that could so easily have been a lot more interesting than it is. Good quiz action though, that may well get you thinking. Green screen view. Fine. Short to the point, I guess. Second opinion. A vast improvement on blockbusters, etc. But still pretty dull. Of all the things you can put on a computer, TV game shows have to be one of the weakest and least interesting. The good news. Competitive 2-player mode. Words and numbers tests to get you thinking. Good pressure format against the clock. Bad news. Why didn't they implement the 1-player option as well as they could? Many people don't like quiz games. It's a screenshot, that's what it looks like. Graphics 17. Sonics 13. Grab factor 61. Staying power 50. Overall rating 56%. So apparently better than the other quiz games. we shall see then. I guess we shall see. Let's get it started then. get this over with. Countdown. Press spacebar to continue. Wonderful. Okay, please enter your name. Player 1, no. Player 2. Press V for vowel. C for consonant. What's that with? Oh. Oh, it seems it's in random ones, of course. Okay, we gotta figure out words here. A word. Oh, that's a word. Scored 5. Woo! Oh, okay. You gotta let shout, of course. It's an extra long word. Do it again. Hope internet's a word it knows. When there's a word. I should not know the word. Is it not found in select? What am I missing? Oh, it's two. Only one in. Oh, ferment. Well, I tried. I can't think of many long words. Hey, it's a word at least. Mascot. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Okay. How many from row 1? 0 to 4. I know what we're doing here now. 2. 1. What is row 3 and it's from row 4? Okay, this is the numbers thing. Press spacebar to spin Cecil. Countdown starts now. Jeez. Your number. All to the 100. into your formula. Oh. Right, 100 times. Actually. Oh. Not long enough. I need to think more. There you go. It figured it out though. Okay, I see how that works now. I get the idea. Oh, we're doing this now. No, I can't think of much here. This is the closest I got. Guardian of the dictionary. It's a valid word. Give me that. It's a valid word. Strains. Well, you guys have had more time. Here it is again. And more vowels, I think. I forgot what I was thinking of now. Yeah, it's a word. Let's suck at this. Abort. And you got a 5-letter word, huh? 7. Adventure. Oh. Yeah, I definitely need more time. Okay. How many from row 1? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Goes back to spin Cecil. 625. can do it in 2, I think. Let's start with the 100. 100 times 7. And then we just want the times 7. No? What do you want? Seven? No? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You actually wanted to put in the whole what it equals as well. Conundrum. Say to stop clock. Oh, we got here. Yeah, I think I know this one. I think it's. There we go. I figured one out. Another game. Should we play one more time? Yeah. We've got to listen to this again. We can't skip it. Okay. Let's go. Let's do this again. Can't think of much here. It's a word. Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that? Yeah, I can't think of much again. It's a word. Another. Oh. Jeez. No G. Damn it. That's a word. Come on. It's a word. say it's a word. I can't do better. Good. Makes a change. Okay. 3 from row 1. That in. This is Space Butter. Spin Cecil. 600. 75 times 8. Oh. 75 times 8 is 600. Hopefully you don't have to use all the letters. So start with 75. Oh, I've got to start for... Let's start with what? Formula. 75 times 8 equals 600. 600. Do you have to use them all? Guess you have to use them all. Good. Guess you have to use them all, huh? Valid entry? Nonsense. 600 divided by 2 equals 300. Oh, top. You use all the numbers, which... Gotta use all the damn numbers, huh? Okay, got one word, it's 5 letters. You try to tell me you don't know that word? It's a word, jeez. I can't do better. Good. That's only one A, damn it. Article. Ow. Try an extra vowel. Yeah, can't think of much. Alibi. Well, related words, I guess. Okay, how many words from Rome? 3 again. 2. 1. Okay. 850. Times 7 is 425. I'm not sure the relevance of entering a number is at this point either. Okay, so we've got 25. Actually, no, we'll do 25 times 7 equals 175. I've already messed this up, haven't I? So 75 3 equals 25. Yeah, I messed this up already. Just have the time to. I want more time to think it over. Yeah. So 175 plus 25 equals 400. No, time's up. This is how it can be done. One times 100 is still 100. Yeah, let's get rid of that right away, huh? Conundrum. So what is the word we've got here? Yeah, I think I got it. Oh, man, is that alright? $38. Well, yeah, no, we're not playing anymore. It resets, of course it does. Okay, enough countdown. Back to magazine and get this over with. Okay, next game. Next game is Glass. This is a multi-stage arcade game that puts you behind the controls of a spacecraft, facing a daunting challenge against hordes of deadly aliens. The stages vary quite a lot in nature, but nearly all of them involve a whole heap of mindless blasting. The aim is to penetrate the alien defences and destroy 3 cities with your nukes. The defences are split up into different stages that appear in a set order and last for a set time. Some of them are dangerous to your ship, which has a limited number of shields, but together they combine to make a real war of attrition. The display is forward from the ship, which can be moved left and right to alter the view, and has an instrumental panel below. The only areas of real interest on this panel are the time and shield gauges. The top display is usually bare except for the glass surface the ship skims over, and the hazards that sometimes appear. The ship has lasers that fire into the centre of the screen, though there is no sight to show you the exact position. The first stage has a single random alien who appears in the distance and wobbles his way towards you, making him difficult to hit. Later versions of this have the alien moving more erratically and requiring more hits to get rid of him. Other alien blasting stages include one where they pop up over the horizon to shoot at you and then duck down again, and one where upright aliens move horizontally past the display, occasionally shooting. Some slightly different stages involve shooting bits of a slowly passing spacecraft and dodging pillars as they come towards you. This last stage is a tough one because the pillars automatically move towards you and steering between them can be quite difficult at times. If the ship collides with one, it will get stuck in front, the shield gets knocked away very fast. At the end of each stage, there is a slight pause before proceeding to the next. Eventually, you'll come to the city where a nuke is automatically released to destroy it, but you'll probably end up asking yourself why you bothered. The graphics are disappointing, despite some nice alien designs. Because there is little on screen and an awful use of colour, the gameplay is terribly boring, with stage after stage being repeated, giving you the same task, and requiring little in the way of skill or quick reactions. The whole thing is repetitive and predictable, and won't even be of interest to a mindless shoot-'em-up fan. Good. Green screen view. Everything's visible, but you could play just as well without looking at the screen anyway. Second opinion. This game is just about the most tedious thing I've ever seen. Nothing comes and gets you. The comms can be vaguely interesting at first just because you have to actually do something about them, but it doesn't last. Nuking sequence is a real damp squib, and then it's just more the same. At the end of all this, it suggests you become a tax inspector, alien zookeeper, third-rate zombie. If you paid good money for the program, it could have a point. Good news! Several different types of stage. Bad news. Little happening on screen and bad use of colour. Repetitive and unexciting gameplay. Requires little skill and no thought. A game can last for ages without even trying. Graphics 45, Sonics 21, grab factor 31, staying power 27, overall ratings 29%. Yeah, this is going to be fun times. So let's get that started. This was... yeah, it's Quicksilver. Okay. Okay then. Okay. Off we go. Fast Rider. Oh no. Correct version. Is your loading screen? Nukes. Colours. Oh, that's not right, is it? It's okay in game though, so whatever. We'll ignore that. Oh, geez. Oh, geez, that's fast. Why is this game so fast? Oh, there's zeros in the score. So, alright, come here. I got 20 points. Woohoo! We're ready to go. Come on. Oh, I'm using the wrong controls, no wonder. Okay, that's one stage done. Got 40 points. I got nice reflections, I suppose it's something. There's not been really much threat so far. Sorry, we haven't got the pillars yet. Pillars are annoying. Okay, next stage. We only have so much time on the stage, huh? I guess when time runs out, you go to the next stage, right? It would seem so. So it's just a matter of survive. Oh, Jesus, it's the pillars. No speed control, just left and right. This is... Yeah. Collisions are a little weird. Well, that's one of my shields gone. Or one of my lives, I should say. And time runs out, so next stage. Oh jeez, what is this? What are we doing? We're shooting those satellites out. Satellite dishes, are we? It doesn't do anything when you fire. It's a little weird. Okay. She's got more items. This stage looks familiar. Okay, how do you destroy these? Do you not destroy them? They just make 10 bazillion hits. What's next? All this, huh? Oh jeez, all this shit. The end! That's it. Running out of lives. You have failed to attain the standard expected of a fleet member with your ability. A suitable occupation would be Commodore owner. Oh, that's an insult. Wow. Way to insult the player. Okay, this works now. Okay. But we can continue. We've got a continue option. Continue. Leaving base now. Hit it! Hit it! What? Hit the damn. You don't need to tell this laser sound. There isn't any much point at this stage. Wonderful. just started right. The hell was that? The hell is that? That's not annoying. Still got more different enemies. And hey, it's just destroyed. It takes a lot of hits. But it's not like they're any threat or anything. It's not like they're shooting at you on this type of stage. They seem to stare at you menacingly. I mean, these things at least shoot at you. It's better just to not scroll all the time, just wait till something appears and shoot it. Oh jeez, it's one of these stages. There goes one life. Ow. Stage is hard. This is the only actual challenging stage in the game. another life. Whee. We still got new designs, the aliens at least. Something. This is the easy way to do this stage. Oh no. No, I'm always dead. Dean. You have failed to attain the standard expected of a fleet member with your ability. A suitable occupation would be cosmic cook. That's less of an insult than Commodore owner, I guess. Okay. Anyway, we'll leave it at that for now. It's a very flashy title screen. We'll switch back to the magazine now. Yeah, it's not much in that game really. It's repetitive. Anyway, next game. Next game might be more interesting. It's Commando. So it's get this ready then. We'll get this review read at least first. Alright. At last, the official version of the arcade game has arrived, sometime after its two imitators, Who Dares Wins 2 and Rambo. The idea behind the game is simple. Shoot everything that moves, and if it doesn't move, shoot it anyway. You control a character called Super Joe, who has to fight a one-man war against overwhelming enemy odds using just a machine gun and hand grenades. The action takes place on a battlefield that scrolls down the screen as Joe makes his way up it. In fact, Joe can only advance though since the screen will not scroll upwards if he gets a sudden attack of cowardice. Joe shoots in his direction of movement and can keep up a pretty heavy rate of fire, spraying bullets all over the screen. If the fire button is held down, he'll also throw grenades up the screen. The most effective fire pattern will take a while to perfect, but once developed, it will have a pleasing ability to inflict death and mayhem. The aim is to get through 3 areas of increasingly difficult opposition and destroy an enemy fortress at the end of it. Only 3, the arcade version is 8. It's a little underwhelming. On the way, there are also 2 other smaller fortresses to overcome. When Joe arrives at one, the gates open and outpour masses of enemy soldiers from the fortress and from surrounding areas. Every single one has to be wiped out or got off the screen before Joe can progress to the next area. This isn't easy under very heavy fire from a large weight of numbers. Another problem for Joe is that not only is he in danger from the enemy's bullets and grenades, he also loses life if he runs into a soldier. Rotten at hand-to-hand combat, don't you know? Apparently. On later stages, things get really tough with bazooka launchers wandering around and fast, accurate fire coming from soldiers and vehicles. Joe has to keep on the move because the enemy fire is very accurate, and so that there is no time to rest and no safe spots to take a breather in. The enemy soldiers come at you from all sorts of positions, off the edge of the screen, behind rocks, out of caves, from the back of troop carriers, and off hilltops. They may also shoot at you from trenches, pillboxes, and mortar emplacements. The only help you get is from piles of hand grenades found lying around, which can be picked up to replenish your stock. These are most useful when blowing up vehicles, though, and not so good for close-in fighting with soldiers. When you die, you restart from one of the several different set positions, depending on how far you've gone. There are plenty of different obstacles that appear on screen, including rivers with bridges over them, tunnels under roadways, trees, trenches, rocks, and walls. These are nicely drawn, and that combines well with the smooth scrolling. The music that plays throughout the action also combines well with the shooting and grenade noises, although after a while you may find it starts to get on your nerves. The game is certainly one for the mindless blasters that really test the reflexes and the muscles of the joystick hand. However, it can become enormously frustrating because of the way you can so easily get killed after an awful lot of effort. This spoilt the game for me, resulting in lots of expletives and physical violence. Who Dares Wins 2 had more of a strategic element to it, and it still gives it the edge. This is more mindless and hand cramping. All bullets and bombs in the USA and USSR put together. Ooh. Second opinion. Amazingly mindless, totally frantic action. I love it. Give your Arnold the touch of the Schwarzeneggers. And you'll need arms like old Arnie too, just to cope with the punishing effort of all that blasting. Forget Who Dares Wins 2, forget Bob Wade's opinion. This is what we wanted, it's tough. He likes his mindless shooting. Oh no, it's coming. Green screen view doesn't lose a lot. But then Joe was green anyway. Good news. Non-stop action. The enemy soldiers just don't stop coming. Good scrolling and landscape. Nice features like bazookas, pillboxes, and vehicles. Music and sound effects mix well. Bad news. Can be terribly frustrating. Mindless blasting. Just keep running and shooting. Graphics 81, Sonics 80, grab factor 78, staying power 76, overall rating 76%. Yep. Just screenshot. Glorious monochrome. Okay. Let's get this set up then. Okay. Let's go. Published by Elite. Japan Capsule Computers UK, copyright 1985. It's 1985, yeah, it's 1985. Press S to start game, J for joystick, K to redefine keys. S to start. Here we go. We're off. Yeah, pretty good speed in this. This is a bit of hate. Alright, worked. I think oh, the button's a little too long for grenades. Okay, we got through the first stage somehow. Broke area 1, now rush to area 2. Ah, vehicles. That did nothing. Nothing either. Oh, that's one death. Oh, no, another one of these things. I got a grenade to the face. I get waiting around. Okay, we'll pass that. I got Bazooka grazed me. Okay. Point blank. Nothing went through me that time. Oh, okay. Wreck Area 2. Rush to Area 3. They said there's only 3 areas, right? Something hit me. I don't know what. Oh. Emptying hard now. Had enough of my shit. A fella. Okay. That's a vehicle part. Oh! Our lives. Oh! Oh, game be hard. Hey, look, just Indian initials, just like the arcade version. Oh. It does indeed break your hand too. Try again. Oh, well, that was a good start. Good start. That's a short grenade, that one. Something hit me under there, I don't know what. I hate these damn things. Ah, get away from... Ah, bullets. Okay. Broke area 1. It's a fast box. Okay, then pick him up. Right here. Geez, turn around. You don't like to turn around very quickly. Area 2. Now the game gets hard. Progress. Okay, go through that. Oh jeez. Car's coming from behind. Oh, it's fast. I disagree with that. Oh, jeez. Keep walking. Keep walking. Ah. Almost. Ah. This one will go. Fire grenade. Fire grenade. Sorry, not grenades, bombs. Oh, geez, somehow we survived. Oh! We spent. Oh, geez. Right. be nice if it wasn't contact damage. That'd be a lot better. Oh. Oh, geez, there's a shot going through them. I question the collision detection on some of these. Phew. Good sound. Okay. Really survived. Oh Jesus! Lob grenades in. Yeah, okay. Oh jeez, Suka dude. Side in. Something at me. I do not know what. We're almost there. Oh! Oh, we did it. Good. Same thing like on the arcade version. You can die, then finish the stage, not lose a life. Okay, stage 4. I think would be the bit where the frame rate comes to die. Oh, if I can get that far, of course. Yep, here we go. Here it is. It's flickery. And yeah, slow down. This is what run rays do to you. Oh. Oh, gotta go for the runway again. boy, here we go. Oh, no, we need. Oh, got no life somehow. I have 46 grenades. It's, I think, enough. Should probably use them or something. Oh. Oh. Did it. Broke area 4. Now rush to area 5. Oh jeez. Help! Got the area 5. More than the 3 that I said they were, so okay. We'll take that. Alright. On to the next game that we're not playing because it's Samantha Fox Strip Poker. I don't think we'll be playing this one. Probably for obvious reasons. So we'll read the review though. So the time for news story, puns and dumb jokes is over because the infamous page 3 girl has arrived in her very own computer game. It features 5 mono digitized pictures of Miss Fox in various states of undress as she plays you at poker, and a version of 7-card stud played against 3 computer opponents. For anyone who's played poker, it won't take too long to see all the pictures of Sam. All you need is a bit of patience. It isn't, of course, worth the effort. You might just as well go out and buy a copy of a down-market newspaper and see the same thing, printed rather larger and a lot more clearly. Sam may take the occasional large pot off you, but if the program is to have any value at all, it has to come from the 4-player option. This allows you to take on 3 other players at 7-card stud, but unfortunately, they don't take the clothes off. Okay. The rules and playing procedure are the same for both games, so if you know 7-card stud, you don't need to know anything else. A hand starts with each player putting an ante of 1. You start with 1,000 points. Remember, you're playing for fun, not money. Each player is then dealt 2 cards face down, which only he can look at. A 3rd card is then dealt face up. At this point, the betting starts and passes clockwise around the table until all players have finished. There are 5 basic options depending on the situation. Pass, a player takes no further part in the hand. Check, stay in game without placing money in the pot. Bet, put a stake in the pot. Call, match a previous player's bet. Raise, call another player's bet and increase it. The computer decides which ones are available to you and puts a limit on how much you can stake at each time. 3 more cards are dealt face up to each player, with betting continuing after each round until the final 7th card is dealt face down. The final round of betting takes place, after which the cards are revealed, and the player who can form the best hand of 5 cards from a 7 wins the pot. Play then proceeds to another hand until all but 1 player has gone bust. The game plays pretty good poker, but loses all the tension of bluff and the excitement of gambling. The hook in having Sam Fox is totally pointless, and for many, offensive. The less we see of this sort of game, the better. Green screen view. It's still playable on green, and it's still not worth playing. Second opinion. Poker is a game that needs real live opponents. Strip poker doubly so. There's no excitement to either game, and no real difficulty either. You can argue about sexism among yourselves, but any poker game I can beat is not worth playing, let alone shelling out good money for. Dang. Good news. Plays reasonably good poker. 7-card stud is more interesting than 5-card. Bad news. Sexist drivel. Loses excitement and bluff of real poker. Poker has limited appeal and nobody plays it for long. You might as well buy the sun and pack of cards instead. Graphics 44, Sonics 13, grab factor 41, staying power 36, overall rating 40%. And we're not playing it for obvious reasons. we'll leave it at that. So next game is 3D clock chess. Yeah, more chess. This one's different because it's a PCW game, not a CPC game. It's going to be interesting. This chess program for both slim and fat choices was created in consultation with international grandmaster and British champion John Spielman and carries his endorsement. With its strong playing program and excellent 3D graphics, I can confidently recommend 3D clock chess to all lovers of the royal game. Well, if it's good enough for John, it's good enough for me. And you. In fact, 3D clock chess was far too good for me. It thrashed me repeatedly and mercilessly. Now, I don't claim to be an ace chess player, but I am not a complete dummy. I can beat Cyrus on level 3 any day of the week. I can beat Bob Wade. But 3D clock chess plays a tough old game, whatever the option you choose, and I didn't get a lock-in. Rather than having levels of play, this program asks you to set a time in which it will respond. The longer the time, the more lines of play it can analyse. Unless you're a very strong player, it won't need more than 20 or 30 seconds to come up with some powerful moves. If you prefer, you can set its limit to match the time you yourself are taking per move. Another useful but frightening option includes the clock game, in which you set the time for the total game on the clocks. If you want, you can have as little as 5 minutes. Naturally, if your time runs out, you lose. Graphically, the game is pretty good. The 3D display is very similar to the game's CP produced on the CPCs. Staunton-ish pieces that somehow aren't as sharply outlined as they could be, but nonetheless are easily differentiated. The 3D effect is very well done. Moves are entered using algebraic notation. Don't worry if this is not familiar to you, pressing Z will display the coordinates on screen. The program contains all the other features you would expect from computer chess. Recommended moves, inversion of the board, self-play, display previous moves, etc. 3D Clock Chess is an excellent chess program, and that will test even stronger players. It should provide a welcome interlude in that novel for all you PCW owners. Good news, all the options you need. Good display. Game can be from Blitz up to Marathon. Bad news, why does it cost £5 more than CPC disc software? £19.95 disc only. There's no tapes on the PCW, so yeah. Graphics 77, Sonics 5. It's a PCW, what are you expecting? There's not much sound on it. Grab factor 82, staying power 88, overall rating 90%. Okay. Well, thankfully, MAME can run PCW software, so let's go for it. We actually have to change the platform for a change. Okay, now I've got to align everything somehow. Okay. This is where we get some fun. Resize this window a bit. Oh, didn't. How does that work? Yeah, the display's alright. Okay. So now we have to boot a CPM. We've got to do that first. Then we've got to load the software. Oh, it's right there. Spanish version for reasons. It's the only one dumped, so we have to do that. It's not cat in this, it's dir because it's CPM. And that's not typed right. Get it right. Chess.com, there's only one file on the disk. Run it. We're loading. I'm sure it's loading. You can tell. There we go. Yeah, 3D clock chess. It's all in Spanish because we don't have an English version for reasons. If I knew what all this meant, that'd be great. I expect 3 would return me to CPM, so we won't touch that. No, let's change the character set. Interesting. We'll go with that, it's different. Right, type of game, I guess. We'll set a time or whatever, I don't know. We'll just play clock chess. Just play it for a bit, and it's chess after all still. Number of blancas is minutes, I guess. Oh, in minutes, right. So we'll go with 10. How do you backspace? I have to look up the. Oh. I'm going to have to look up the inputs. What is backspace in this thing? Delete is delete. Oh, delete if it's backspace. It says. Yeah, it should backspace. Oh. We'll do 19 then, whatever. Oh, it's a time for each. Okay. Can we start again? Black or white, I presume this is for. Oh, let's just play chess. Let's get on over with it. Z displays the coordinates, right? Yep, there we go. So I am black, I guess. Pretty sure that's what I selected. Okay, we'll go for 5 to. That's not right. delete would be good, but it doesn't seem to work. E7 to E6 is what I was trying to do. Hey, it worked. Good. Oh, he's quick. Try something that's going to be weird. If 8 to B4. Some check. Off it goes. Oh, hang on. Did I not? I didn't. Here we go. No, don't. Yeah. Here we go. Now we can see the game. Okay. It's chess. We're not missing much. Still thinking. Wait, is it my turn? Oh, did he? No, it's he's taking his turn. Yeah, he's still thinking. This might take a while. Is it 111,000 moves that he's been thinking of? Let me hurry it up. Didn't want to set high values, but you didn't give me much of a choice. Oh, thought of something. Who did that, huh? Okay. I'll move the thing back now. E4 to D6. There we are. It's thinking again. Yeah, God. Why did I set it to 19 minutes? Because we'll be here a while it's thinking. Just thinking. It's thinking again. This is fun. Fun. This is boring. That one friend you have that you play chess with, he takes so long to think of the next move. And he has a 19-minute time limit to do it in. Yeah, what we'll do, let's reset this. Oh, this is not bootable, is it? So you just close it, start it up again. Okay. Okay, we'll try again and we'll set to a normal time. Probably in the end it will still take ages. Speed this up here. Okay. Change that character set. We prefer this set, it's different. I don't know why. Options. Who have options here? I have no idea what this means. Sound on, off with sound. I guess it switches it off maybe. I don't know. Who cares? It's only a beep. Okay, let's just start here. Alright, time limit in minutes. We'll make it 4. 4 at both. And we will start as white. Is this capturing still? Yep, good. Okay. We'll start with... We'll do what he did to start, shall we? Let's get these coordinates written here. Okay. E2, E4. Ooh, that was quick. That was quick. G1, 2, H3. He's going to start thinking again. Oh, beep. Okay, it didn't take so long. Do we start taking... If I take his pawn, he'll take mine, won't he? Oh, there's another option. E4. Move it up one. Here, have fun. Okay. B1, 2, A3. For no reason. Not that I'm any chess expert or anything. That's an interesting... Gonna use a knight to take it, isn't he? C2 to C3. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna... Yeah, he's gonna do that. Okay. D3, 2, D4. I have to move that. Oh no, he's going to do that instead. Okay. Okay. One, two. See what happens. Ooh, and check here. Okay. Can we castle? That's not what that did, obviously. Oh, okay, that just reverses it. Right, gotcha. So how do we castle this thing? One, two. One, G1. No, can't do that, huh? Um, hmm. Well, U1 to F1. I was thinking again. Uh, Move A3 to. Uh, okay. Oops. Well, let's run out of time. Well, it's chess. It is what it is. See that you either play it for hours, or we just skip through it quickly. Okay. But anyway, it's a change to do a PCW game, I guess. Okay. We can go back to the magazine now. Chess is chess, I suppose. Okay. Next game is Swords and Sorcery. So I could never get to run. Tried it in both MAME, as I usually would. I tried it in Retro Virtual Machine, and basically the game runs for 10 seconds and then crashes. Don't know why it does it on both emulators and all the versions that I have. So I don't get it. Whatever. But we'll go through the review anyway. Perhaps I'll demonstrate. Won't last long. Yeah. And this game has taken so long from conception to actual appearance that PSS probably can't bear to think of the number of man hours that have gone into it. The question, of course, is whether it's all been worthwhile, and whether the Midas Adventure concept will take off, allowing many add-on modules to the original game. At the simplest, the game is an attempt to implement Dungeons and Dragons on a computer and give the same sense of role-playing. Obviously, there are a number of advantages and disadvantages to putting the action on computer, and the result is not the same as a real thing. You can begin the game by creating your own playing character in preference to Flubbit the Dull, with whom you will always be stuck. A character can be named, trained under 12 masters in different skills, and then armed at an armory before entering the game. The character begins in a rectangular dungeon, but there are 3 others to be discovered of the same size. The screen on which everything takes place consists of several areas of varying importance. The actual forward view of the character is in the top left, and is quite nice and moves reasonably well, but is only of use for identifying things or people in front of you. On its right is a display where either the map of the dungeon or a status display is shown. The map shows the characters on it, excluding those concealed in rooms, while the status display is used for informing you of the character's status during fights, and has magic numbers representing his skills. At the bottom of the screen are 2 menus, one for conducting conversations with other characters, and the other for using all the commands in the game. Conversations tend to be pretty graphic, with plenty of imaginative abusive language, but they can be useful on occasions. The command menus are where most of the nitty-gritty takes place, and familiarity with them is an important thing to learn. There is an aim to the game for those who want one, but you'll probably find that if you're going to enjoy the game, you won't really need to take any notice of this anyway. Most of the action involves fighting with characters encountered in the dungeon corridors, or protecting objects in the rooms. Fights take place in real time, and the outcome is determined by your character's status in relation to the opponent, and by what attacking and defense moves are made. Objects that must be collected and have many different uses and properties that may be magical or merely practical. Amongst the items are treasure, foodstuffs, weapons, and armour, but you may not be aware of the full potential of what you hold. There are plenty of hidden depths to the game that are touched on in the instructions, but take real perseverance to find out about. These include the skills your character acquires, use of objects, and behaviour of opponents. To get the most out of the game, you'll have to become very heavily involved and spend many hours at the keyboard. The question mark is over whether there is enough initial interest to get you that far. The presentation, depth, and atmosphere of the game cannot really be faulted. Where it loses its audience is in the initial complexity. Maybe it's meant to be like the real D&D, played by an exclusive club to which it is difficult to gain entry. No doubt it will become a much-loved cult game, offering endless hours of pleasure for those who persevere with it. But many people just won't want to put in the time and effort. Graphics. Oh, we'll go back to the other stuff here. Green screen view. No problem seeing the dungeon if that's what you want. Second opinion. If BW finds this atmospheric, he's obviously pretty easy to please. The dungeon has all the eeriness, interest, and character of an office block. The gameplay is a waste of effort, the grab is non-existent, and the program as a whole is pretty much of a dead loss. If you like D&D, you'll still find this a bad game. Good news! Plenty of depth for those who stick with it. Catches some of the atmosphere and real-time excitement of D&D. Real-time in quotes. Packed with characters, objects, and things to discover. Original and funny at times. Bad news. Tremendously difficult to appreciate properly. Can all too easily become an uninteresting fighting game. Oh no, fighting game. Graphics, 67, Sonics, 38. Grab factor, 53, staying power, 76, overall rating, 70%. The evil eerie dungeon where many an act of combat takes place. If I only get into any combat. So yeah, we'll get this set up and I'll show you what I mean by this. Doesn't work very well. chess games. If you like chess, it's probably perfectly fine. I can probably think of some people that probably would be into the chess games. Yeah, especially ones where you could set it up to 700 minutes for each side to make a turn. So yeah, this no idea how to start this. Left does that. Buttons do nothing. It says keys only, so I'm not sure what it's. I push escape and it starts the game. And now we can move around. Holding sword. Oh. It doesn't crash yet. Oh, no, there it goes. It crashes. Because it just does. This happens with every version I've played. It's weird. If I want to play chess on a computer, I'll play Battle Chess. Yeah, Battle Chess is a very good chess game. Makes it more interesting. Okay. Let's try another. Got like 3 versions of this and they all crash in both MAME and retro virtual machines. I don't know what's up with this. Winner 1985 Game Concept of the Year. Default game. Turn around, you get a press play on any key, I guess it's supposed to be, but yeah, it just crashes. It said earlier in the magazine that all the games, except for 3D Clock Chess obviously, work on all CPCs, so you wouldn't think it would be because of the because of which model I'm using, but we'll try it. See what happens. Can't imagine it being much different. Yeah, this would be an interesting game if I could get it to work. This is doing different things. Not using joystick, which is weirdly. Holding sword. Now, how do you move? It's actually not explained. I do not know the controls. Oh, hang on, I haven't defined them. I don't think on this. Oh, no wonder. I think. No, wait. Nothing, yeah, I've got nothing. I know I got to fix something else. Okay. Now, oh yeah, we go moving now. Oh, it's resets. Yeah, good game. No idea why it breaks. Does it on MAME, does it on Retro Virtual Machine. Doesn't make much difference. So, yeah. We can just move on to the next game. I'm not going to spend all this time to diagnose weird problems with a game. Okay. Do we do movie or Shadowfire next? We'll do movie next. Makes sense because I couldn't figure out how the hell to play Shadowfire at all. It made absolutely no sense. Huh. Remember all these private detectives in Hollywood movies that wore dirty raincoats, couldn't talk properly, drank like fishes, and enjoyed shooting bad guys? For all budding Humphrey Bogarts, that is what this game, programmed by the same people who produced the AA Christmas games Kung Fu and Number One, tries to recreate. Now that's ringing endorsement for it to be written by those that did Kung Fu and Number One. You play the starring role of Jack Marlowe. The mission he has undertaken is to recover a tape recording from the gangster Bugs Malloy. The tape is tucked away somewhere in the game, which is composed of 3D rooms connected by doorways and corridors and inhabited by many characters, both friend and foe. Marlowe walks rather slowly around these rooms in his long Mac and dynasty shoulder pads in search of something to do. The rooms, for the most part, aren't very colourful, but many of them have lots of well-drawn furniture that can be moved about. Unfortunately, you can't manipulate it in the same style as Get Dexter or Batman, but just have to admire it or push it out of the way. This is because there is no jumping. Presumably it's not Marlowe's style. The other characters consist mostly of men clad in similar long raincoats to yourself, many of whom work for Bugs Malloy and will try to stop you. This they can do by shooting Marlowe or punching his lights out. Marlowe can do the same to them, but has to find guns and preserve the limited supply of bullets. Marlowe only gets one life, so one clear slip and he's in for the big sleep. There are other dangers with whom contact can mean instant death. They make the surroundings more like a haunted house. There are suits of armour, some of which move of their own accord, bouncing dogs and bouncing balls. These defences have to be avoided and can cause an equally frustrating end to a game as a bullet in the back. To complete his task, Marlowe has to find a girl, Tanya, who will lead him to the tape and provide other invaluable assistance. However, she is pretty tough to find in the first place, and has a twin sister who will lead you in the hands of the gangsters. She's also animated rather oddly, making her look distinctly deformed and anorexic. Movement and action in the game are controlled by an icon system, in which a symbol floats between icons. There are commands to drop, pick up objects, not girls, shoot, walk, talk, punch, and throw. Some of these are entertaining and indeed useful, but the major problem is that they take too long to select within the context of the game, as you can't walk and do something else at the same time. This drawback makes particular areas of the game extremely difficult and frustrating. The talk action is perhaps the most interesting, allowing you to type speech into a speech bubble and communicate with other characters in the game. Ever tried talking to a parrot? Unfortunately, this idea also doesn't seem to have been developed to the full, and there aren't enough possibilities for having intelligent exchanges as in an adventure game. There are various objects to be found in the game, like guns, bottles, and bombs, but again, their use is limited, and there doesn't appear to be enough puzzles involving them to keep you interested. Yeah, it's certainly an interesting project that took steps in the right direction, but fails on the gameplay side to provide enough to get you really hooked. Second opinion. You could really make an interesting game out of the Bogart setting, but this isn't it. It's pretty enough at first, but the dreadful gameplay and clumsy controls soon become apparent. If you like grenades that go boom, literally, then the game may still have something for you. But there's better Art Deco and Batman. Jack Marlowe stands in his plush office where the game begins. Green screen view, perfectly playable. In fact, it gains quite a bit of atmosphere. Good news. Lots of well-drawn and atmospheric locations, some nice characterization and animation, original gameplay features. Bad news, lack of variety in the action. Icon system hampers control and causes frustrating ends to games. Speech bubbles are a nice idea, but don't seem terribly useful. Not enough object manipulation or objects to manipulate. Graphics 70, Sonic's 33, grab factor 62, staying power 69. Overall rating 66%. Okay. This is ocean, isn't it? Imagine. Close enough. Okay. Okay. Time for isometric 3D. I'd say platforming, but there's no jump. Yeah, they've got guns. He's your dude. This is walk cycle. Imagine presents movie by Duke and Mario. Oh, options. Any key to start. Check out options. Change direction. That's rotation. So we don't want to rotate. It's the directional control. IQ on. IQ off. I don't know what IQ refers to. The other key to start. Let's go. He just walks off. Oh, here we go. Here's a room. Gonna draw it eventually. That statue's floating in the air. Draw the cabinet underneath it. Yeah, here's your icons. He walks around. Okay, it's much faster to draw in. That's good. Yes, you can push things around. You got your little icon system. I hate this little inertia it has. I don't think that really goes to I don't see. You got your punch. I think we can pick this up. That selects your, I presume, inventory. Gun. It's walk. It's talk. Fist. I don't know what that is. Okay, let's just get some walking done here. It's a TV. It's punch it. Punch. Are you punching over it? Ooh. Is that a gun on the... on here. Do I have to go in front of it to pick it up? No. There's nothing. Punch it. Punch it. Nope. Or whatever. Oh. Punch. Punch. Talk. Hello. Hi. Not really doing nothing, is he? Punch. It's been an interesting combat system, isn't it, now? You have to switch it. Punch. 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 Good day. He took long enough to respond. Guess he's not an enemy. Oh no. Do we get to talk to the parrot? Help. You will need a password. Hello, Polly. You will need a password. What password? What password? He's just repeating now. I've got no apostrophe, huh? It's McCaw. He just repeats it. Well, talking to the parrot. Did that just kill me? I think whatever that was killed me. I don't know what it was. Score 2%. Woo. 0.00. 2%. Good. Let's try again. Yeah, out of my way, chair. Yeah. Let's go this way. Oh, he's punching me. Punch. Punch him back. Oh no, he's got a gun. Well, that worked well. Score 1%. Good. Let's try again. Oh, he's going to walk this way for a change. It's going to be weird. It's still the same room. Look. This looks suspiciously like gun. Oh, is this the pickup? I'm probably hitting drop. There we go. There we got bullets. Now we can shoot things before we get shot ourselves, I guess. Let's do this. Let's have some fun. Shoot things. Missed. Missed. Get in front of me. Walk in front of me. He shot his own guy. Wonderful. He shot me first. Boo. Okay, they can shoot each other. That's a thing. Still no score from it though. Huh? Can we shoot the parrot? Can we speed this up? Can we speed this up? This guy doesn't hurt us. Can we shoot the parrot? He's just repeating. Help. Help. Yeah, you can move the parrot. Can you punch the parrot? Shoot the parrot. I remember that thing killed us. Whatever is in that doorway. anything in kisses? I don't know what that is. It contains bottles of that wine case, or I don't know. Nothing to pick up there. Let's get out of there. It looks like a dog. Can we talk to it? Will it kill us? Said nothing. Hello? Punch. Punch. Nope. There's nothing. Oh, Jesus, another go for gun. We must be out of bullets or something. Oh no, he's got a gun. Combat is a little stupid. Doing it through icons. Ow. Punch. Punch me. I'll punch you back. Punch. Punch. Picky. Punch. How many punches does it take? How many punches is it going to take? We still got a gun. Kind of out of bullets, so I can't exactly shoot him now. Oh, he's dead. Took plenty of time. Try the second door. What second door? It's like 4 doors in here. I wonder if there's anything between these suits of armour here. Guess not. Maybe I punch the wall. Yeah, guess not. Off we go. What are these? Can I pick one up? Looks like snorkel or something. Gonna go swimming. It's a TV with some gun on top of it for reasons. Oh, I can't get to that there. No, I can't get to that. Could use the bullets though. I should change my little thing here. Because you need to pick anything else up. Stop it. Stop it. It's punching me. Oh, jeez, the guy's got a gun. Time for more fisticuffs. This is how fist fights work. You can't exactly move while you're punching, can you now? Someone decided it was a good idea to control everything with icons. Oh, got him. Oh, I don't want to go back. Can't pick that up. It's a fan. Looks like it's working, so maybe it'll kill me if I touch it. See you later. Who are you? Everyone looks the same. Maybe I can talk to him or something. What do you expect me to say? Good grammar there. Oh no, one punchy. Dead. Did we get any score this time? .04. Progress. 8%. Yeah. Okay. Okay, it's we get the idea. I think we'll move on to the next game and get this over with. Shadowfire. I have absolutely no idea how this game works. I mean, it runs. It's just everything's icons. It's supposed to make it easier to use, but no, that's not how it works. Okay. At last, the most delayed game in Amstrad history. Remember the special offer in issue 1 has arrived to give Icon Adventures a real workout. The Icon system and gameplay aren't quite so original these days, but there's still plenty to get to grips with. The action takes place aboard a spaceship, the Zoff 5, where Ambassador Krizix is held hostage by General Zoff. You control the Enigma team as they try to rescue Krizix, capture Zoff, and capture or destroy the spaceship. The team is composed of 6 members of various races and with differing special skills. The leader is Zark Montor, a human and expert in weapons, unarmed combat, and translation. The only other human is Severina Maris, the only woman member of the team, who specializes in picking locks. There are 2 droids, Manto and Maul, who respectively control the transporter and weapons system. Silk is an insectoid with mighty fighting powers and a hatred of Zoff. Turek is an avian who serves as a scout and expertise in explosives and weapons. These skills will all be needed on the mission, so you'll need to find out who does what best in order to achieve success. The team start on their own ship and have to arm themselves and collect useful objects before being beamed onto the Zoff 5. Once on board, they can start exploring and discovering what secrets and dangers the ship holds. The screen display is split into 2, with the top half providing a constant mission command screen, and the bottom half being used for various menus and options. The command screen icons show the status of each team member, a view screen of the ship area where the selected person is, and a picture of the currently selected person. A character is selected from a team screen and has 4 icon menus from which to choose. The first one is a status screen from which the other 3 are accessed, and shows the character's agility, strength, stamina, and weight. This may change during the mission depending on what the character does. The other 3 menus are for movement, objects, and battle. Movement simply allows you to move around the ship using arrow icons, except of course where you encounter locked doors or hostile characters. The object screen lets you manipulate the objects in the game, allowing you to pick up, drop, activate, and ready them for use. The battle screen controls the fight action for the character, so that when confronted by an enemy, they can attack, defend, or retreat. They can also scan adjacent locations to identify the characters in them. Once you've got to grips with all these icons, characters and scenario, you can actually discover what the gameplay is like. The icons can be operated quite speedily, but on the whole there is no sense of action or excitement as the characters roam the ship. There's a lot of depth to the game and it will take a fair while to crack, but the adventure element has got slightly lost in the concentration on icons. You'll need patience to get the full enjoyment out of this game. Green screen view. Icons are a bit murky, but the game's still playable. Second opinion. Icons? Who needs them? Not me. Too much attention is paid to the trendy control menu and not enough to the actual gameplay, which turns out to be less than exciting. Who cares if Ambassador Watson has been captured? Who cares if Dino Zoff rules the world? Good news. Good screen and icon design and lots of attractive colours. Icon and multi-character control add to the gameplay. Lots of depth and difficulty. This is not hallucination, the game is coming out. Bad news. Difficult to get to grips with. Gameplay can be very slow and unexciting. Graphics 84, Sonics 57, grab factor 65, staying power 77, overall rating 75%. Yeah, it's try to figure out how this game works. It's going to be fun. Who published this thing? Beyond. Hey, the raid for Rat Clown Car. Thanks for popping in. We're about to play a game they have absolutely no idea how to play. This is going to be interesting. Oof. One hour, 40 minutes. Seems like plenty of time. Everything's got a cursor here. Set it to joystick. And the cursor wraps around too. It's useful. I think. New game. These are characters. Oh, that's a character, is it? I thought it was a logo or something. No, it's just got a nice little round head or whatever. One of the droids, I presume. Like that. These don't really do anything. Yeah, I've no idea. These aren't really doing anything, so... Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, this is absolutely not clear. At least with movie, it's somewhat obvious what you're doing. This is a little over involved with icons. What do any of these do? What does that do? What does anything do? So next, I guess. Oh, now we get... Okay. Oh, that did a thing. This is what... I guess we're picking stuff. If I knew what these represented, that would be useful. I guess this is weight. It's here. It is for each character, I guess. It's supposed to be weapons or whatever, I guess. It's yellow. I don't know what that is. Is it a gun? I don't know. Ooh, that's a lot of weight though. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. That puts it back. Alright, okay. Is this transfers between characters? No? Okay. I've no idea what I'm doing still. What is this thing? Who knows? Okay, that's between characters, I guess. I don't know what I just did. Game is weird. Yeah, that's a bird, dude. Does that represent too much weight? Oh, come on. I still have no idea what I'm doing. I still have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, this is... This goes back to the... Can we continue old game? Okay, here we go. Okay, it's volume, okay. That volume. So the question is, now what? Alright, let's... It just transfers to wherever. Can no one use this item? So now what do we do? If I knew what I was doing, this would be helpful. No enemy in that direction. Yeah, this is making absolutely zero sense. Yeah, I'll show you what I was doing. Yeah, I really don't get this game at all. uh, that. What am I doing? Yeah. I'd like to know, how do I just continue on for the next bit of the game is it's absolutely unclear. These highlighted, so what? I don't know what the game wants me to do. Let's try it with every character I get. Nope, nope, nope. Let's try it with everyone, I guess. this is not really working, is it? Yeah, no idea what to do. No keys here to do whatever. Just say joysticks. Presumably you do everything on the icons. But yeah, I don't think we're going to get much further on this because I have no idea what to do. Quite someone who knows what they're doing. Anyway, we'll just move on to the next game. You're not going to get very far. I don't think there's many games left in this issue. So we'll move on to the next game. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the last game. Winter Games. Right, US Gold and Epics. Sporting simulations will always be favourites amongst computer owners, and the software houses are happy to supply them with a varied and ever-increasing range of choices. This latest from US Gold recreates 7 events from the Winter Olympics and features some amazing alpine attractions in the game screens. The 7 events are bobsleigh, hot dog aerials, speed skating, ski jump, figure skating, free skating, and biathlon. There are disc and tape versions that have all the events but differ substantially in presentation. The disc version has an opening ceremony and a less annoying loading system than the tape. The tape version loads only 2 events at a time, and the biathlon on its own, which means you may get a lot of coding for your money, but you also get a lot of long loading waits. And the game gets away from the heavy waggling idea of decathlon games and relies on skill and timing to do well in each event. The first 2 events on tape are bobsleigh and hot dog aerials. The bobsleigh presents you with a split screen, the left side showing an overhead view of the sled's progress down the course, and the right one a view down the course from behind the sled. The action involves steering into corners so that the sled doesn't overturn while trying to take the quickest line down the course. Hot dogging is a relatively recent sport, and the aerials event involves performing complex movements like in the gymnastic vault of a small ski jump. You're given a side view of the jumps as the skier tries to perform as many stunts and flips as possible in good style. Speed skating and the ski jump come next. Speed skating puts the player against the computer or another player. The skater is viewed from the side and is controlled by rhythmic joystick pushes for each push with a skate. The ski jump takes place on 2 screens. First, the jumper skis down the slope and has to be jumped off the end, then controlled in the air to get as much distance as possible, but in good style with a clean landing. Figure skating and free skating are very similar, presenting the player with complicated jumps and spins to perform. Figure skating. The skater is viewed from the side on the screen and skates along a seemingly endless rink. In figure skating, 7 maneuvers have to be performed in 1 minute, and as clearly as possible, while in free skating you have 2 minutes to perform each maneuver 3 times. Marks are deducted for falls and awkward moves. The biathlon is last and combines an endurance skiing event with rifle shooting. You have to ski up and down hills and on the flat using rhythmic joystick strokes as fast as possible. At intervals, 5 targets will appear which have to be shot to avoid a time penalty. While skiing, your pulse rate goes up. The higher it gets, the harder the targets are to shoot. The screens for each event are superbly drawn, and although there isn't always a lot of action, what there is has been well thought out. The gameplay itself is very enjoyable, and for some of the events demands plenty of concentration and skill. Happily, this shouldn't ruin too many joysticks, but it will sharpen up your timings no end. Disc users will be spared the frustrating loading system, but will have to pay £5 for the privilege. It's probably US Gold's best release, and will have you playing around in the snow all summer. Second opinion. This is the way sports games ought to be. No waggling, no joystick mangling, just skill. With the possible exception of the bobsleigh, all the events are challenging and interesting. Add to this the picture postcard scenery and the nicely handled music. And you've got one great game. At least you buy the tape version, in which case you've got 4 not quite so good games. Green screen view loses a lot of scenic interest, but at least you won't get snow blindness. Yes, I remember playing. I enjoyed playing the biathlon on this game quite a bit back in the day. I remember the figure skating as well, but I don't remember much of the rest for some reason. Right, good news! 7 exciting events, delightful graphic backgrounds, excellent gameplay with some tough events, skill and timing required, not waggling, competitive action between up to 4 players, marvellous musical interludes. Bad news, nasty loading for tape users. Graphics 94, Sonics 89, grab factor 87, staying power 92, overall rating 90%. Alright, now we get to play it. No waggling for a change. Okay. Okay. Alright. Oh, it's already 11 o'clock. Oh well, this is the last game, so we'll be fine. It's running up the steps. Okay, let's get on with it. At least we can skip the cutscenes. Compete in all the events. Compete in some events. Compete in one event. Practice one event. Select the number of players. 1. Change game controls. See world records. Opening ceremonies. Oh, that's just... I guess what we'll do is just practice each event one through and get the idea of them. Hot dog, biathlon, speed skating, figure skating, ski jump, free skating, bobsled. Okay. Start with hot dog then. The order they're in. I don't even remember this. Ow. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Total 0. Yeah. Play again, sure. Hey, we landed 7.5, 7.3, 7.0, 7.1, 6.9, 7.2, 7.4, 7.2. Hey. Okay, let's try again. 7.1, 7.4, 7.3, 6.9. American judges stingy. Boring. 4.9. Ooh, oh, Oh, for 3 flips was good. Oh, for any reason that gets 8, sure. Okay. 10.8. Try again. 7.8. Yeah, it wasn't so interesting. Ow, my butt. 0, 0. Yeah, that's hard to do. Flip. Maybe it'll be worth it if we can land it. No. No. Ah, that was boring. Okay, there you go. That's better. Yeah. Try again. This is about as good as we can do. 7.8. You can't get too... Yeah, that was a mistake. Nope. Ow, my butt. So you can do that the other way round. Nope. Yeah. Let's move on to the next. Let's go to the biathlon because that might take a little while. Biathlon. It's always slow to start with. It's always slow to start with for reasons. I think you'd be able to pick up some momentum here. Gotta load that gun. Oh, missed. Up the hill, go on, up the hill. Missed again. Missed again. Oh, well, that was terrible. God damn it. God damn it. Come on. Yeah, that's better. Go up that hill. That's it. 9 misses times 45-second penalty. Total time 6 minutes 39. Good. Okay. Next event. Speed skating. Ready, set, go. Okay, just timing right. This is getting some speed. Ah, yeah, I'm getting it now. Finish. And try that again. Try that again. Catching up, catching up. We're catching up. Oh jeez. Yeah. 0.4 of a second. We win. Yeah. Okay. Next event. Figure skating. Oh boy. Sit side B. Press any key. Oh, I'm going to switch flip discs. Let's have. Yeah, we've got 2 discs here. Okay. Figure skating. Oh, this music. Yes, I remember this music. Oh, we fell over. Fell over. Fell over. You're supposed to go the right time, I guess. Nope, not that. Oh, here we go. Whee! Blah! My butt. There we go. Oh, fell over again. Easy to fall over. Excellent. Excellent. Let's try that again. Oh no, oh, my butt. Oh no, fell over again. Oh my butt. Have a finale of fall on your butt. 2.1. We get the idea, I think. Ski jump. Oh, fall back. Forward, lean forward. You're supposed to lean forward. Hey, we landed somehow. Distance points. Total points 193.6. Play again, sure. Up! Nothing, he just falls off the end. Good. Ah! Good. Try again. Fell over again. Oh. Yeah, it worked. Try again. Well. Okay, I got to land once and I can't do it again. Here we go, it's like that. Star point's 12. Oh, he fell over. Yeah, he fell over again. Well. Yeah, we fell over again. Come on. We can do this. Nope, fell over. Oh, wherever we go. Yeah, I don't know. We get the idea. Free skating. Well, this is pretty much the same as figure skating. Just 2 minutes. Nope, don't fall over. Nope, don't fall over. Ow! I forgot to push the button. my butt. Yeah, we suck. But we get the idea. Okay, one last event. Bobsled. It's gonna be fun. Oh. Ow. Try again. Oh, okay, we're gonna do that. Figure out the controls is oh. Do anything to fall over. Okay. Don't do anything. Okay. Don't even do that. Okay, don't even let go of me. I don't know what it wants. Well, this is probably why I didn't play this much. I have no idea what I'm trying to do here. Ah. Aha. Low, it's all. Oh. Bit late on that corner. We don't really have any speed control, do we? Oh! Did it! 28.34. Perfect. Right, we did it. That's it. We won. See world records. What are the world records? Hot dog 10.0. Biathlon 5:12. We didn't break that, that's for sure. Speed skating 31 seconds. Didn't beat that. Figure skating 2.5. We barely beat that, I think. Ski jump 225.3. How? Anyway. That's the end of that game then. It's all the games we've reviewed now. Back to the magazine. Now we can just look through the rest of the magazine now. And then we can wrap it up. Starquake. It's a good game. Play that at some point, hopefully. Pretty sure they reviewed it at some point. Normal game names here. Chip chat communication package. Okay. Unlock your Amstrad 4646466108. AM's help. Better than most, AM's help will even transfer ASCII files. Okay. Locksmith Plus, the most user-friendly utility of its type. This disk includes the functions that our customers have asked for. The disk options include unerase, rename, make invisible, make visible, set to read only, set to read and write, change user area, information on file location and length, program deprotector, disk copy, speed up, fast format, etc. This utility will even show hidden programs that allow you to back up disks with bad or illegal sectors and tracks, unlike some imitations. All functions are easy to use, full on-screen information, full disk sector editor. Good to know. The voice of the people. Get Dexter, originally got 94%. Formidable. Yes, I have been fortunate enough to try this latest game from across the channel. And it really does put some British software to shame. With superbly colourful 3D graphics, it puts Nightshade in the shade, yet without compromising on the gameplay. Whilst not as large as Ultimate's monochrome offerings, it's just as mappable and much more fun. It's been written with a strong sense of humour, and the bouncing of the and the tiny bouncing of the bed and the head on a frog's leg. Zunk. That's the French name for the character. Though it's spelled with an X, not a Z. They call him something different in the English version anyway. Scooter. They call him Scooter. Although I'm still sticking to Granny Smith's apples, when I'd certainly like to try some more French software. This game has the best 3D graphics I've ever seen on the good old Amstrad. It's going to be bigger than Bob Wade's ears. Not buying this game makes you complete an utter boring piece of skin and bone. Perfect. Doomsday Blues. I enjoyed this game right from the start. The combination of brilliant graphics and well thought out gameplay makes this a must for all of you. That's telling us. This has an intriguing basis and well written in muted colours is very attractive. The hero with his Brucey chin is well animated. I love the way he guzzles down the bottles of wine, just like a true Frenchman. Yeah, saying he looks like Bruce Forsyth. He's got a chin. The only disappointing part of the game is the robots, dull and unimaginative. Nevertheless, the game is excellent. Ping pong. Yay, ping pong. I had waited many long weeks for this game. When I finally managed to get it, I was in no way disappointed. It's a lot more playable than Match Point. The graphics are very good and colourful, and the floating hands work extremely well. The controls are very easy to master, and after a few goes, it is easy to beat the first couple of levels. But after that, it gets a lot harder, and some great games can be had. Watch out, Desmond Douglas. Rambo. This is on the same lines as Who Des Wins 2, but has more lasting appeal to try to rescue Banks and the other comrades. The graphics are good, the sound is reasonable, and the gameplay is hard going. At first I thought not another Commando clone, and I was right, it is. However, this is more of an arcade adventure feel to it than, say, Who Des Wins 2, which is a straightforward shoot anything that moves game. The Rambo sprite is very good and is equipped with a headband, which is there to hold his brain in. The game itself is very hard and there is an annoying tendency to die every few seconds. It would have been a help to have 3 lives instead of just an energy bar. If you say so. This is the first film tie-in that I've actually enjoyed. The graphics are excellent and the sprites are wonderfully animated. Unlike Who Des Wins 2, the screen continuously scrolls to accommodate the playing area. This is very similar to Tornado Low Level when you fly at subsonic speed. No, it's not. This is the best game from Ocean for ages. The only people who may not like playing this game are pacifists. This is sent in by Anonymous. Way of the Tiger. Superlative animation really makes this one a winner, but there's little in the way of sound. Other touches like the figures in the background of the sword fighting help to make this one the martial arts simulation. This is like Exploding Fist, but about 10 times bigger. Beautiful graphics with moving backgrounds, men carrying carriages, and owls flying across. Loads of moves, ultra smooth animation, nice music, and plenty of opponents. Only one annoying feature: if you jump on the log, you usually fall off, which makes it too easy to lose on that event. Overall, a real winner. Spin Dizzy. I ordered Spin Dizzy through AA mail order system, and during the days of writing, I was questioning whether a game could be as good as you make out. I was a bit disappointed with the loading screen, but now I know why AA said you won't be able to stop playing it for weeks after buying it. The game is incredible, and is absolutely the best game I've seen on any computer. The graphics rating should have been 97%, and the Sonic's 75%, and the tune would have spoiled it. I don't know how they fit this into 64K. If you don't buy this, you're completely mad. An Amstrad original that will be the envy of all other computer owners. Colourful graphics and tough gameplay combined to provide a compulsive challenge. It's Men in White Coats time for every Arnold owner who buys this brilliant game by the author of Confusion, Paul Shirley. What can you really say about that? It hasn't already been said, except that it's simply the most addictive game that has been produced in a long while. I can't wait for Eye of the Mask. You might be waiting. I'm not sure. Did they get a release? I don't know. Nomad. Lots of people say this is just a souped up game of Scramble or something similar. Well, they're wrong. This is a good addictive game that keeps making you come back to get just a bit further. Graphics are good and the sound is but the sound is uncool. On the title page it says music by. Well, I've got news. There's none that I've heard. Battle of the Planets. A very enjoyable shoot 'em up with very fast vector graphics and some reasonable sonics. It's a bit like Elite without the trading element and more things to blast. The graphics are probably superior to Elite, but there's not as much depth. Lasting appeal may be a bit suspect. Nevertheless, worth buying. Blockbusters. This rating really surprised me. It should have gone about 60%. Mother and I had some cracking games on it. AW said quiz games were a waste of time, but they're quite good if there's lots of questions, good graphics, and plenty of sound. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Excellent use of sound and colour. Definitely this game's strong point, but it's let down by a poorly defined main character. In other words, a blocky man. As one of my friends said to me, it should be renamed Frankie Goes to Legoland. FA Cup football. Don't buy this game. To say the least, it is extremely boring. You're hardly asked to make any decisions apart from which style of football you want to play. All you do is sit and wait for the cup final to come by, and by that time, I didn't care who won. Good. Laser Genius. Things like Ocean making utilities. May the Enigma Force be with you, because if they're not, Shadowfire, right? No one can figure out this game. Now we've got the adventure sections. Got Red Hawk, superhero game sort of thing with graphics. I get here. Okay, whatever. But yeah, these are Ballyhoo, Infocom, so they charge £28.70 for the game. Even if all they do is to stick it on a disc, because it's probably exactly the same as every other Z80 CPM version. The French Collection. There's Doomsday's Blue and Get Dexter. Freshly renamed. Oh, no, that background. Wishbringer. Again, Infocom, £28.70, disc only. Ratings for the games. Red Hawk got 58%, Ballyhoo 89%, Riskbringer it's 92%, and Treasure Tunnels got 65%. Where was these Treasure Tunnels? Now we've got pokes for adventure games. This bit didn't last long. All sorts of cheats and so on. So, top 10 adventure games. Red Moon, Lord of the Rings, Neverending Story, Return to Eden, Worm in Paradise, Zork 1, Mind Shadow, Warlord, Emerald Isle, and The Hobbit. Felix the Cat. Play part of looking for a book on cats so he can find out about himself. But it has nothing to do with that Felix the Cat. Wonder if that ever got released. Sometimes the people will abandon you to the RSPCA, which is equal to losing. The only other way to die is to get killed in a fight. Okay. Interesting. I don't remember that game. Foremost Adventures, The Bear Hunter, Old Scores, Operation Alignment. The Amstrad Revolution. Even before Alan Sugar's sensational takeover of Sinclair, the Amstrad computers were making waves. We persuaded former Amstrad Action editor Peter Connor to crawl out of retirement and look back at how the Amstrad scene has changed during the 9 months of AA's existence. More bits of Sugar Man. Which rod processor? That nice big giant typo. Couldn't miss it. Rebel Planet. Based on a concept by Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone and story by Robin Waterfield. Available from your local computer store in May. Available on Commodore 64, Amstrad Inspection 48K, 1495 disc, 995 cassette. BBC Electron text only, cassette 795. Charged less because they've got no graphics. More comments and stuff. More utilities. Absolute beginners. We continue our series of super easy to understand articles on basic programming. This is part 2. Telling you how to change colours. What a program is. Next issue. Next month, understanding of colours and inks, we'll be venturing into the world of drawing and plotting. On the program side of things, we'll be dealing with lines, line numbers, and editing. The meantime experiment. It gives you all the colour numbers. If you have a 6128, it's actually printed on top of the disk drive. So you can't really forget them anyway. Alien Highway encounter. Not Daleks. Map for Get Dexter. The map of the Covenant. Looks like a dominoes. Are you sure this is a map for the Covenant? This looks like dominoes. Stunning software savings. Vouchers. Infocom Adventures. Get them cheap. Still £20, but whatever. Wally Games. Only £6.90 for 2 of them. Alex Higgins World Pool and Alex Higgins World Snooker. £7.90 for 2 cassettes. The Reader's Charts. Serious Software Top 10. Graphic Adventure Creator. AMX Mouse, which is not software, it's a mouse. Mini Office. Tazword. Mini Office 2. Electric Studio Light Pen. Again, not software. Transmat. Easy Amswood. Melbourne Draw. Laser Basic. The Games Top 20. Elite. 15.9%. Kung Fu. 7.8%. Sorcery Plus. Spellbound. Who Dares Wins 2. Sorcery. Sriva's World. Highway Encounter. Tower City. Spin Dizzy. Tornado Low Level. Marsport. 3D Grand Prix. Way of the Exploding Fist. Still. It's been 9 months since Master Game of the first issue. Soul of a Robot. Rambo. Hypersports. Starion. Saberwolf. Woohoo! Get Dexter. Order forms. These are a Batman map that was mentioned on the titles on the cover. This is a map. Hard to tell, really. It's a dog. It's a dog. Demon Disco Skater. That could be an evil Luigi. That could be. Oh, yeah, there's more a map. Looks more like a map, kinda. Let's tell you what's in most of the rooms, though. But whatever. Oh no, there's more of it. There's more of it. There's a few pages of it. All prices include free fast delivery in the UK only. Notes new titles that are available in the near future. Please ring for confirmation. Well, let's see. That insists that Comic Bakery actually came out. So I thought weird did not. Whatever. Cheat mode. Got tips for Saberwolf. Yay. The most important tip is that Saberman only battles successfully when facing the creatures, so keep your back solid up against the wall is important. Try to avoid fighting a creature going down a path if you can. Travelling the vertical paths using this technique will save you many lives. Keep to the top half of the screen when possible, as the creatures only appear on the bottom half. They can move up there, they don't spawn down there. Only 3 of the 12 nasties will follow you around and try to jump on you when your back is turned. These are the snake, lizard, and small fruit bat. Fruit bat? I thought it was a bird. Whatever. Watch out for the native of the perm. Like the wolf, you cannot kill him. He can be warded off using the sword, though, if you see him coming. The only flower worth getting is the blue one. But watch out for when a flower's effect is wearing off and Saberman flashes, as creatures tend to get you as it wears off. Finally, the mega tip. When you've successfully negotiated all of the maze, position yourself on the screen above the keeper wrought with hate and his cave. Here you can trap the fireball in one of the top corners. You can get into the bottom corner and become immune to attack. Now you just have to hold the fire button down and get a great score. Ooh, cheating! More cheats here for more games. The Way of the Tiger. Some tips here. Bob Wade adds the giant troll can be disposed of with flying kicks. Flying kick once to hit him in the upper body and repeat the move to take you out of reach of this punch. Turn around and repeat the double kick. Keep turning and double kicking till he keels over. It takes a long while, but you're fairly safe doing it. Ninja, a difficult opponent to beat, but low punches and kicks usually work well. Goblin, low punches, kicks and mid kicks should keep him back. When he transforms, then mid kicks and uppercuts should hold him off. As he jumps through, crouch down to stop his blows getting in. Rhino Head, these are easy. Just stand there and mid kicking him in the chest. He'll probably headbutt you a few times, but not often enough to beat you. Giant Troll, this is the mean one of the bunch. Wait till he gets in range, then mid kick him and hop backwards. Repeat this till he dies. Perfect. 3 Weeks in Paradise. Jay Bowman of Culshelton has a great tip on how to get infinite lives. As soon as you start the game, run into the native while the stars are spinning around Wally's head. Depress the middle 2 rows of the keyboard using a ruler or other instrument. Excellent. When Wally gets up, he won't have lost a life and will have infinite lives from there on. Great, eh? Yeah, that sounds like I might have stumbled on something, but yeah, use your ruler to hold down the middle 2 rows of keys. Uh, Ghouls. How do you get a high score on Ghouls? All you have to do is hop on and off the first platform you come to until the score goes below 0 and gives you 9,990 or so. Perfect. Now you don't have to play the game ever again. Apology. At the end of last month's tips on Grumpy Gumfrey, there was a reference to a map we hoped to print. Unfortunately, it just wasn't space. Sorry about that, folks. We hope the tips helped you out, though. Raid. Massive scores can be achieved on this US Gold game by using a tip from William Jenkins of Cramlington. When you reach the Shandurian Defense Center, shoot all the doors, soldiers, towers, and tanks to get into the reactor room. Hit the robot 3 times and then throw the rest of the discs away. This will put you back in the courtyard where you can repeat the whole procedure. This can carry on until you run out of men or you get fed up and decide to destroy the 2 reactor robots. Okay. High scores, are still doing high scores. Just don't think lasts all that much longer. See what scores are absolute bullocks. $46,900 on Commando. Yeah, I got 81 just before, 81k just before, so yeah. Chucky Egg, 3,590,240, level 185. Yes, I think some people like that game too much. Gilligan's Gold, 623,931. Again, someone likes to play that game too much. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, 75,000, 79%. Next page. People still playing Kung Fu, huh? And number 1 is wonderful, wonderful games. Who Dares Wins 2, 368,980. Yeah, that's a lot of loops. Yeah, Kung Fu, 459,960. Again, that's a lot of loops. Spin Dizzy, 119 joules. No one's finished it yet then, huh? Useless. Yeah. Code Cracker. Killer car comp. Draw an ace killer car of the 21st century and you could win a complete Skeletrix set. Courtesy of Turbo Esprit makers Durell. Wonderful. You can get a copy of the game. That's only third prize. A coded message. Amstrad Grand Sale. Cheap games. Discs. £35 for 10. Discs not cheap. Psst. A knockout offer. Now on 2 floors. The 4th official Amstrad computer show. The next show is doubled in size. That means twice as much to see, twice as much to try, twice as much to buy. I'm sure that's what they want. Buy more. Now that's for 3 days instead of 2. Empire. Brave dozens of missions, become the greatest space pirate of all time and win an empire. Now Firebird, publishers of the UK's most exciting software, offer you the chance to become one of those exalted space adventurers who risked all in the name of conquest. Available now in Firebird Gold for the Spectrum 48K and Commodore 64, and available soon for Amstrad, all at $9.95. Green Beret. He's angry. Konami Arcade Hot Shot. Man,